What's up, everybody? I'm back. So, um, literally, I feel like the spell is going to go way faster than I originally intended to. I literally just lit this less than a minute ago, and clearly, this girl is already in her head about past actions with all this like all these trail of tears that are coming down in the past, and her face is already about to fall off this candle. So like, I feel like she's going to expose herself in a way that's going to be so unflattering, that's going to have her like freaking humiliated on some things that happened in the past. And this is just off the first minute of this damn spell burning. Okay, so anyway, which I'm sure it's because of Callie. That's who I'm working with today, along my guards, and ancestors. Callie has been presenting herself to me in my dreams recently, so I got my book of spirits, and I kind of like just opened up, flipped, got my little wand, and let it choose for me which deity that I needed to be working with, and I'll be damned if it didn't go straight to her. So she's who I'm working with. She is, endings and beginnings. Old must be released so that the new can enter. Well, this new moon in Taurus, like the energy is so intense right now. I felt like it would be perfect to go ahead and clear out this troublesome ex, right? So anytime you are doing any kind of spell work, especially if it's not typically white magic, it could possibly be, in that gray or black, magic area. You always want to make sure you protect yourself, whether you make a witch's jar, with your urine and, fingernails, stuff, and you can go hide it or whatever, like away from your property or away from you. Instead of doing that, I'm actually... Oh, where's my other? It's not in here. Why is it not in here? I'm actually doing a protection spell. I've got that going. So I've got like orange pills around it. I've got salt. I've got I can't say that. Cascilla, a white candle. I've got sage, and I've also used fiery wall of protection. Look, this is so I use it a lot. Clearly, fiery wall of protection by Conjured Cardia. She's the shit. Okay. But yeah, so that's all I used for my protection candle, which I prayed over. And I've got my hematite. Look, hematite everywhere. Hematite on my wrists, going deep in that protection, y'all. So I've got put white sage in my candle. I've burned sage around my area. I've got it nice and cleansed. I had also started my white candle way in advance before. Look, ooh, right down the center of the candle. Y'all see that? Nice. But let's go ahead and get in here. As far as this jar, okay, so you see on YouTube where they do all of the like breakup jars, this, that, and the third. It's basically like a breakup jar, but the way that I specifically did this breakup jar, I used my white vinegar, fill it pretty much not all the way up, but pretty much all the way up. Cloves for domination. Red pepper, heat that shit up. Black pepper, chili powder. All this regular, like poppy seed, everything that you can get in your, that you probably already have in your cabinets, but it's so good for spell work. We also have lemon juice. I didn't actually have a lemon, but it works just the same. And lime juice. I've also put a little bit of graveyard dirt. Look, like you'll need to see that. Graveyard dirt and hot foot powder into my it's not a breakup jar, but it's more so just to like get this bitch away. like to where we do not have to deal with her. Like, she is troublesome. She has terrible energy, and she sits there and tries to stir up shit, right? So, instead of her being able to stir up shit in other people's lives, we've got this shit to stir it up in hers if she thinks that she's going to cause any kind of drama, dilemma, or anything. Black Arts Oil is also really good. It's from Art of the Root. Like, that shop, oh my gosh, that shop's so good. Commanding and Controlling. Cursing Oil, just for the fun of it. And Bitch Be Gone. Clearly, you know, that's almost used all the way up. But this Bitch Be Gone, actually, Bitch Be Gone is from Conjure Cardia. But this Controlling and Dominating was from Inexplicable Things, and it's pretty good. You don't have to use these oils. You can just use, you know, your kitchen shit. But I like it for the extra oomph that it gives. Like, I don't know. The oils just do something. I feel like it speeds it up so freaking fast. Anyways, so you can't see this now because her face is like, you know, she's being exposed in the physical world. So this is actually, she's actually a practitioner, or, you know, she practices. So this girl, in this domination candle, we put I put a nail in her third eye. You can't see it now, but it's there. And in her hands, to keep her from being able to do anything about the spell work, and she won't even see it being done on her. Okay? This ivy, before it started, you know, drying out and shit, ivy, I've been seeing it in my dreams. So it's like I just knew that it was for this spell. Ivy is usually good for love workings, but it's also really good for binding. It's a binding properties, expansive properties. Ooh, also something that I left out in here. Rusty nails. Rusty nails. Oh my gosh. You definitely, if you, like, you can always find freaking rusty nails. And if not, make your own rusty nails, because, you know, like, you need that in this jar. You can choose to work this jar before you work a candle on top of it, or not a candle at all. I just like that extra power, and I like my shit to work fast, okay? So, yes, the ivy is really good for getting binding properties. And what we're doing is basically binding this female to her negativity, to where it cannot be put onto, you know, who she's been, like, putting it off onto us, right? So it's not actually black magic. It's kind of gray. It's kind of in between. So definitely always have your protection work going, you know, just to make sure you're in the clear. But I feel like this has only been burning for a total of, at this point, it's been burning for a total of like 9-10 minutes tops. So we're just going to keep an eye on it and see how the shit burns down, so we'll be able to read the candle and know exactly how this work is going to play out in this girl's life. But it's already looking like it's going to be intense as hell. Lots of emotional trauma. So, you know, maybe that'll keep her from thinking that she's going to do anything in the future. Right now, it really looks like everything's burning towards more so in the past instead of in the future. It kind of looks like there's a wall up right now in the future tense. So, anyways, I'll hit y'all back up with an update later. Bye.